The following segment of the Sports Narrative Radio Show is brought to you by Xena Communications. Home or office, your technology problems are one click or call away from becoming a thing of the past. Ask today about a free consultation in the DFW area.
And now, children, gather around the fire. Let the flames warm your little booties as Grandpa Dustin pulls out his dusty storybook and spins a yarn for you here on the Sports Narrative.
Thank you, Mr. Feldman. I appreciate that. This is a story that I came across a few weeks ago, perusing the Facebook, and it's very fascinating how
Nigerian king or prince couldn't get his money.
I know, and I'm waiting for that money to come in.
I know. He spent the whole Sports Narrative wad on it.
And one day we will be paid off for it, sir.
Yeah, it's all coming in.
Just want a little benefit of the doubt. No, so this story is comes from one Mr. Matt Stapera. And Matt is a generic gentleman living in New York City. And he decided one day he just wanted to go out for a drink, man. Just wanted to hit his local bar that he loves.
Who doesn't?
In New York.
Mixed pub.
A place called EVS.
Oh.
I don't know, doesn't sound that great, but apparently he raves about it so much so that he says, listen, don't crash this place. I like to go there because it's not all filled with the
EVS?
the D-bags.
Is that what it's called?
I know, yeah.
Okay.
EVS. That's what it says in the story.
All right.
So he's out drinking his $20 happy hour bottle of wine and sets his phone down on the table like I have done many times. Not paying attention, the phone disappears.
Wow, that's a magic trick.
Just swiped off the table. Someone comes through, grabs this phone, probably stole several phones that evening, and he decides, well, hey, it is what it is. I'll go out, replace the phone, move on. A year goes by. He's sitting at home, just chilling
sitting in
with
the
a few
same
friends.
bar. Oh,
No,
wait.
not quite. Just sitting at home, and he's got his new phone, his new iPhone, and he looks down and some odd pictures show up. Odd pictures of orange trees.
Yes, the cloud.
And he's like, what the heck's going on? He looks there, and then an Asian-looking gentleman is sitting taking a selfie in front of the trees, and he realizes...
Well, he wasn't Asian looking. The man was Asian.
He was Asian.
From China. Saying he's Asian looking insinuates that he was possibly African but had some surgery to make him look more Asian. This man was 100% Chinese.
This is the age-old craft of storytelling, sir. Let me tell the story.
I'm sorry. It is a great story, though.
And so...
Tell it again.
This guy is sitting there, and he's saying... He realizes... This guy's got my phone. He's taking pictures with my phone, and somehow it's uploading to my cloud service.
It's like the opposite of the fappening. Right? Instead of naked women pictures coming down, it's naked men pictures going up.
Dude, you just thought of a brilliant idea. Have Kate Upton steal your phone. How genius is that?
Make sure you're signed into the iCloud, though.
Exactly.
Clearly. All right, don't bust roll Dustin's story. This
No, we're
actually
good.
is a very good story.
I like that you're participating. That's great. So
We
as
can't
the
never get it right. Like, we're either interrupting him, now we're participating.
I
But
felt
last
bad.
week it was
Hey,
interruption.
I felt bad I said something. I was like, it's his story. I said something. Sorry about that.
I like it. We got
All right,
participation.
all right.
We got like 45 minutes to kill. It's great. So
I got nothing left.
so next, as like we're probably ending the show early. We're
Yeah.
just
No,
putting it out
we
there.
got plenty of data.
So for the
Snopes, get on
next,
Yeah.
so
I've
for the
got
next
it.
month, the guy who he labels as Orange Man, again, not a statement of the man's nationality. It's the fact that
Racist.
there's orange trees.
I believe Syracuse had to change that name, sir, from the Orangeman to the Orange.
He did not change the name as photos continue to upload
Racist.
some pictures of fireworks, which
Racist.
he says in the story. He says, "Who takes pictures of fireworks?" I did like 50 of them last 4th of July. They suck. Don't try to take pictures of fireworks, kids.
What if
They
Katy
will
Perry's
not
involved?
turn out well.
Video.
That's a little different.
All right.
So eventually he figures out, listen, I got to take care of this. This guy who's got my iPhone in China, he's logged in. We got to cut this out. So he goes to the Apple store. They find the old phone. They go in. They delete it. They turn it out. It's a brick. Nothing left. Story's over.
Why didn't he just do the Find Me app and they could track the phone?
Because it showed up in China. You're
he
missing
need a
the
Mac
story
genius.
where the China-looking gentleman,
The Orange Man.
the orange
But
man.
then you could have flown to China and been like, hey,
let
bro.
him finish the story.
All right, go ahead.
So Matt
They wiped the phone.
decides to go on BuzzFeed and says, listen, I'm going to go ahead and this is interesting. I'm going to put it out there. So he puts the story out there and says, hey, this is cool. I got these pictures. This guy in China. He thinks everything's done.
Totally.
All of a sudden, his Twitter account starts getting tweets from people in China. Apparently,
The
they've
orange people.
picked up on the BuzzFeed story, and this dude is a celebrity. So
Big
much
time.
so that he joins China's version of Twitter called Weibo.
Yep.
And the first day that he joins, he is trending top of China across the nation, #1. He ends up getting 50,000 followers, which ballooned to over 100,000
Wow,
followers
he's Kim Kardashian.
in a week.
He's now the king of China.
Pretty much.
God, I wish he could watch our show.
So then it becomes that they're trying, he's like, hey, let's track down Orange Man. Let's track down this guy who bought my phone illegally. And that's the other thing about the story. Apparently, like, it gets lost that this guy bought the phone on the illegal market,
Right.
whatever the case may be. But they do end up finding him, and he's now named Brother Orange.
No word yet on if he's being prosecuted.
Apparently not. Apparently, the stolen iPhones, everything is good to go.
Brother Orange, so he doesn't have a real, like, Chinese
Well,
name.
it's Chinese.
They can't pronounce it.
Yeah, nobody can pronounce that. There's a lot of X's.
So
Nobody can pronounce that.
China's too
What's
crowded.
your name?
I was gonna-
don't know.
I was gonna try to say a name funny, but I can't even get close.
No, don't even try.
yeah, don't even try.
I might get in
that.
trouble.
Yeah, a
So
lot of X's.
eventually they do. They track this guy down, and he
The
starts
Z.
communicating with Brother Orange via Weibo. And Brother Orange says, "Hey, come hang out in China, man. Let's do this." And Matt Stapora says, "Why the hell not, man? I got nothing else to do." He signs up. They set the date, March 18th. He's flying out to China. He gets on the plane. He flies from New York to L.A. to wherever out to China. Gets off the plane.
He gets bird flu.
Actually, while he's on the plane,
Yes, the guy, give me my damn phone.
Yeah.
exactly. While he's on the plane, like he's flying to China, some Chinese girl
On the
comes
plane.
up to him and says,
Allegedly,
and gives him a
Chinese-
note
yeah,
and
allegedly.
says, "Hey, Matt, this is awesome. Are you Matt? This is great. Hey, come hang out with me in the back." And I'm immediately thinking, this guy
The
just
bag.
passed up.
Whoa.
I'm just thinking this guy passed up on a chance to be in the Mile High Club going out to China.
Yeah, she like walked up to him. Baseball?
Yeah, very
Oh,
similar. So he gets off
Turn
the plane.
and run, Matt. Run.
There are cameras flashing everywhere.
Everywhere.
Like literally, he said he has no idea what he was walking into, as
Allegedly.
he is a celebrity.
Huge. Actually, yeah, he's like the biggest white guy in China. He is. I mean, he's
Mr.
huge.
Orange Man.
So
was?
he's 6
No,
foot
Mr.
one.
Orange Man is his buddy.
Oh,
So
okay.
they started like hanging out. They did like mud bath. I'm not sorry. Go ahead.
No,
So-
go ahead.
so-
No, go
so
ahead.
when he showed up, he was the most
Wait.
popular white guy in China.
They did mud baths?
They did. So they hang out together for. They hang out together for the
Hey,
next
wanna go
couple of
have a
days.
mud bath?
They end up going to like
Okay.
different hotels.
Sure.
So like one night he's staying at one hotel, then just randomly, and he has no clue what's going on because he doesn't speak the language.
Yeah.
He's just
There's
going with the
no
flow of it.
interpreters in China.
So does he know if he's having fun? Like, hey, they're laughing at me, or I'm having a good time?
Yes.
He's just
Probably
rolling with
doesn't
it.
know damn thing. He's just
Like-
like
That would be. So
They could have been
weird.
calling him the White Devil, and he's just smiling
Yeah.
and dancing in front of the camera as he has like multiple press conferences.
quit you
And
off,
they're
Jack.
pointing, White Devil, and he's like, yay!
He's randomly endorsing products. He has no idea what it is. He does actually turns out
That's
that
actually true.
yes.
He's just endorsing products that he has no idea what they are.
If you don't chew Big Reds,
F you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Prune
Prune candy.
Yeah, prune candy.
Pretty
Good.
much.
I want to hear what happens to him. So go.
So no, so
They
it-
fall in love. They get married. They
Yes.
they run an
interracial
orange field.
couple. No, it turns out Brother Orange owns like a restaurant, and so like in the month and a half that this has gone down,
Apparently,
like
doesn't
he's
make enough money to buy a legal
retooled-
iPhone.
wait, what
He's-
kind of restaurant is
No,
it?
this is the thing.
Chinese food.
Hamburger.
Yes! The assist, the lob.
So He's retooled the restaurant like he's installed a new sign with oranges on it. It's called Brother Oranges.
Yeah, they changed the name of his restaurant because
He's a
to Brother
star.
Orange. Yeah, like literally.
And so they hang out.
All they sell now is orange chicken.
So
Damn it.
Is the guy
hate
stuck
that.
over there now?
no,
No, they let him back.
Stuck there, like
He's like the Beatles, dude. Like, I wouldn't have came back. I would have just went to every little village and just lived like a rock star on rice. I would have been so happy, dude.
Well-
Rice wine, eating rice, Chinese chicks everywhere, not speaking the language. It would have been the best thing ever.
And that's the sad part to the end of the story.
I love
is
China.
Matt
Remember that,
Scarpera
China?
yeah. Well, you
came
mark
back
that
to
off the map.
America, and his life was empty. And a few days ago,
Oh.
he decided to
Kill himself?
No, he decided to go back to China and hang out with Brother Orange. No, I don't know.
Did he ever get his
Oh.
phone back?
No.
No, he didn't.
No,
And
brother.
that's the thing about this story. So there's a few
He got
things
a new one. He's American. We make it rain.
because
Rain.
there's
phones.
someone in this room who has had his phone stolen twice, and one time he went on this crazy adventure.
He did. I know he did. He
Oh.
called
But-
me and said, "Hey, I'm going in. I'm
Please
going to
tell
knock on
this
the door."
story.
Yes,
I'm
so
going to knock
that's
on the
my
door.
Tell the
thing.
story. Come on, you
Handing
got to.
over to Mr. Feldman. This is your segment now because you have twice had it stolen from you at a Walmart in Oklahoma. Right?
Yeah, that's true. Out of my cart. Literally,
Your
you know the
cart.
spot where you stick your kid or your avocados, you know, the cart in the
Or
the
your
part in the
iPhone.
front, or your iPhone. It's driving my cart. So I'm this far away. I let go of the cart and I make a right face. I didn't take a step back.
Right.
I didn't make a circle. I literally right face, squat down to look at something on the bottom shelf.
Cheetos.
Identify my item. Actually, I think it was baseball cards. Thank you very much. Look
Oh,
at the baseball cards.
His other
Stand up,
obsession.
turn around,
Does it have gum in it?
go about my business.
Is the gum stick still there?
Go about my business. My damn phone is gone. And of course, Walmart won't pull the cameras or anything. It's in Oklahoma.
'Cause you're not Des
Because you're not
Bryant.
Des Bryant. Thank you.
Anyway, the worst one, and this one's partially my fault. I feel a little bit responsible, but I'm still a lot irked. An iPhone 5, it was the big one, 64 gig, big, had a
You're
battery
living
case
large.
on it that I paid
you
$100.
are-
I bought this when I was working and making a crap load of money, and then I decided to go off the grid because I had an iPhone 5, and I was just going to ride that bad boy till the wheels come off.
That tech's never running away.
Yeah, well, so I pull into this QT and I go into the lavatory to handle my
Yeah.
business. Squat down and set my phone on
Again?
the
Squat down.
toilet paper
You had a TT?
section.
Nice.
Dropping the deuce.
There's a lot of
And
squatting in these stories.
yeah, well, and so I leave my phone on the toilet paper thing while I handle all of my business. Sometimes it's 2-3 hand job. So I get all buckled up,
So to speak.
and I turn and walk
I
away.
don't think you could say that, by the way.
All right.
No, you can say that. We're okay there.
Allegedly.
There
two
was
or
a
three.
pause in between those two words, so it was good. Go ahead, keep going. You're doing great.
I don't know what
Yeah,
word
you're
I
fine.
missed.
You're
All
good.
right, literally. All right. Oh, I just got
Yeah, that's true for me too.
it. Yeah.
Two
So
or three-
anyway,
2 or 3.
get everything secured and buckled and back into place, and make sure that there's no excessive moisture or anything. And I'm
Best
heading
segment
out.
ever.
Yep.
Get in my car, drive down the road, and I'm going to a doctor's appointment. I'm halfway to my doctor's appointment, and I go to look at my phone to get the address.
He's
phone
getting
is
the Bruce
gone.
The
Jenner.
phone's gone.
The phone is gone.
Getting the Bruce Jenner.
My appointment's in like 20 minutes. It's a 22-minute drive. I can make it. Or I can go back and get my phone. But I've been gone for 20 minutes.
You're going
it
back
was
for the
in the
phone, though.
bathroom. Now,
No,
I
you
knew
said
it was
screw
gone.
it.
Screw it. Take off. Get my doctor's appointment. Go back. Sure enough, it's gone. I have to find my iPhone. I don't put a code on my phone because I want to find you. Well, whoever grabbed my phone wasn't smart enough to turn it off, or they turned it back on. So I got find my iPhone. It was in Fort Worth. Got the address, the whole 9 yards.
You contact the police and everything.
I show
you were
up. I
working
show up
for
at the
it.
store, or it's not a store. It's at a house. It's little, beautiful, 2-bedroom shanty, gorgeous, beer cans in the front. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Car up on blocks, the whole 9.
Nice.
Not in the type of neighborhood where a shaved-headed man should probably be.
Of,
Just saying.
Caucasian.
It was in a very
It's Fort Worth. I grew up there. It's fine.
yeah.
I can say that.
Cool.
I'm
So
from Fort Worth.
I call the cops. Being a cops kid, I always try to do the right thing, support good cops all the time. So I call the cops up and I said, "Look, here's the deal. This is my." I show them on my iPad that I had. I'm like, "Look, this is where it says it is. That's the house." I knock on the door. No habla English. Because I knock
you
on the
called
door.
me first. Go, hey, I'm going to knock on the door.
I'm doing
Yeah,
this.
if I'm dead, yeah.
doing it.
If you don't hear back from me in like 10 minutes, call the cops.
Yeah, yep, I did do that. So I go knock on the door. A very nice young lady who I do not speak any Spanish opens the door, and
'Cause you're from South Dakota.
all she says is "No habla español" the whole time,
Or English.
You mean English?
or whatever.
English.
I don't speak it. I don't know what she said.
Right.
Okay. So call the cops. Hey, you guys got a Spanish
She
speaker?
only spoke
Phone's
German.
missing.
It was weird.
Cop show up.
She said, no habla English. I don't have your iPhone. Neither does my son.
Cop explains everything to him. She goes, "I know nothing." Leaves. Done. End of discussion. Lost 2 iPhones. So.
Okay, damn it. The next time you lose an iPhone, wait, no, you're gonna give your iPhone to Kate Upton. You need to lose one of your 20,000 phones to
That
someone
one or that one?
to someone in China, so
Oh,
that you
gosh.
can become.
And that's what I'm saying is we can just go to bars.
Yeah,
sit
with
our
my
phones
luck-
on the table.
You
we
know
get them
what?
Stolen.
All right,
Listen,
you
we
start
become
getting stolen.
famous.
We just walk in. Hey, whoops.
And we moved to China. That's
Okay.
where we don't have to
No,
scratch
we're
it
gonna end
off
up
the
in
map.
Chihuahua, Mexico.
Okay,
And
you
we're gonna have
start
pictures of
losing
decapitated
phones. You
tourists.
give your phone to Kate Upton, and you start
Kate.
opening Easter eggs.
Kate, listen.
We will,
got it. We've
we
got
will
it made.
make so much money.
We will
Kate,
be
you don't
sports-
do it for me on a physical or sexual level,
What?
but she doesn't do it for me. I have no.
Is it the Game of War ads? Because that gets
Okay,
me too.
FYI, I will never play that game, download that game, watch that commercial, and it has created from a neutrality to Kate Upton to a hatred for Kate Upton.
Oh,
I
no.
never want to see that woman again.
Oh.
Her Cat Daddy video showed up on Yahoo where I guess she's dancing around in some bikini or something. Won't watch it. Woman's dead to me now.
You've already seen it. I haven't even heard of it.
Okay,
And she
what-
didn't even steal your iPhone.
But what about Justin Verlander? Still like him?
If his arm don't get right, he's dead to me.
Mm.
I mean, what's he been doing with the arm? That's my question. I mean,
Apparently a lot
clearly,
to Kate Upton.
clearly, when there's a lot of elbow strain when you're throwing a ball, and that can cause
I
a
don't know
problem,
what you're saying. All right, awesome.
or forearm tightness. You know.
So there's my story.
Well
Thank
done,
you.
sir.
That was
Yeah.
great, Dustin. Thank you for that.
It was
you're
well
welcome.
done.
I had
It's the
already
best
read it.
segment you've ever done ever. You should retire.
Find more by subscribing to this channel and visiting us at www.thesportsnarrative.com. Join us every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central for a live edition of the Sports Narrative Radio Show hosted by Xena Communications.